Hey there, introverts and deep thinkers. Welcome to Introverts Unmuted, the podcast where we prove that quiet doesn't mean invisible and deep thoughts deserve a mic. If you've ever felt drained by small talk, mastered the art of sneaking out of the room, or wished the world understood the magic of solitude, this is your space. We're diving into everything from navigating social energy to embracing creativity, confidence, and the unique power of being an introvert. So get comfy, plug in, and let's turn up the volume on our quiet confidence. I'm Amber Hansel, and this is Introverts Unmuted. Today's all about unmasking your brand and really asking yourself, are you repelling your ideal clients? Now, have you ever gazed at your carefully curated brand photos, feeling that surge of satisfaction, thinking, wow, I truly look like I've got it all figured out? It's a validating moment, isn't it? Yet beneath that self-assured veneer, a nagging question might linger. Why aren't the people I actually yearn to collaborate with reaching out? This disconnect, it can be confusing, especially when you invested time, energy, and resources into creating this professional image. So today, we're going to peel back the layers to explore the subtle, profoundly influential force that may be silently shaping your client relationships. It's an unintended impact of your visual brand. It might feel a little uncomfortable to confront, but addressing this can unlock this deeper, more authentic connection with your audience. So let's begin with the fundamental premise. You've made a smart investment in professional photography. These images are on your website, your LinkedIn, Instagram. You scroll through them, you see an individual radiating strength and clarity and competence. You see someone who projects power, maybe even a touch of badass energy. And for a fleeting moment, that vision generally boosts your self-confidence. Feels like tangible proof that you're navigating your entrepreneurial journey with precision and purpose. But here's where we delve into a more profound inquiry. One that might come with a hint of discomfort. What if those very visuals, those sharp, confident, high energy images meticulously chosen to project the specific persona you have chosen, are inadvertently creating a break between you and the very individuals that you aspire to connect with? It's a huge aspiration in the business world to present oneself as professional and polished or authoritative, or a badass CEO in her pink blazer with the disco ball and your high heels. We have been conditioned by societal norms and digital expectations that to be taken seriously, we must look the part. And consequently, we often gravitate towards brand photos that mirror this ambition. Structured poses with the laptop. They convey this stability and this that denote focus, and bold colors that demand attention, and power outfits that just exude presence. And perhaps there's even, like I said, a strategically placed disco ball, hinting at playful flair, or the flowers in the background, or that subtle, cozy chair. And there's absolutely nothing inherently wrong with any of these choices until we pause to ask ourselves a crucial question. Who are we truly endeavoring to connect with? Because our brand photos are not just about us, they are about the people we want to connect with. So are you consciously seeking to attract a dynamic clientele of loud, boisterous extroverts who thrive in fast-paced, high-energy environments? Or are you, like so many of us listening, who inhabit the introverted landscape? You're yearning for genuine connection with quiet, thoughtful individuals, the kind of people who cherish long, meaningful conversations over fleeting surface level exchanges. The one who possesses an innate ability to notice subtleties, deeply value your presence, authenticity, and the sacredness of personal space. Take a moment to vividly picture that ideal client. Imagine them landing on your website, casually scrolling through your social media content. What are their eyes perceiving? And more significantly, what are they feeling in that instant? That commanding power pose you selected with the intention of aspiring confidence might, from their perspective, feel subtly intimidating. Your meticulously polished exterior, designed to convey that professionalism, could ironically feel a little too polished. Like it's rather unbreakable, rather than sending an open invitation for that conversation. If your heartfelt intention was to appear approachable and welcoming, they might perceive a persona that feels distant, slightly out of reach, or simply difficultly genuine to relate to. And this intricate dynamic fascinately extends far beyond mere photographs. Our visual brand is often a palpable reflection of how we communicate, both in the digital space and in face-to-face interactions. So if your robust, confident online presence bleeds into your conversation style, there's a distinct possibility you might unintentionally occupy more conversational space than you intend. You might find yourself leading with teaching or readily offering your expertise. You're eager to share those valuable insights. But in doing so, you might accidentally overshadow or even stifle your audience's voice. So for introverts in particular, this can manifest as a significant and often unspoken barrier. Quiet clients, by their very nature, require time. We need space, crave the psychological safety to process information, to meticulously formulate thoughts, and above all, feel genuinely seen and heard. So if the conversational dynamic consistently feels one-sided, where you, despite your best intentions, are doing the lion's share of the talking, it can be exceedingly challenging for a truly genuine two-way dialogue to take root and flourish. And that's not what you truly desire, is it? Most likely you found yourself here because your deepest aspiration is to cultivate a community that genuinely feels like home, not merely a performing stage. You envision a space where profound, soul-stirring conversations naturally unfold, where individuals feel inherently comfortable bringing their authentic, full selves to the table. A space where trust is not merely declared, but meticulously earned through consistent presence, thoughtful engagement, and unwavering authenticity, rather than through an elaborate performance. So perhaps now is the moment to pose these introspective questions. Is your current visual and verbal presence a genuine, unvarnished reflection of the true you that is so eager to connect with others? Or is it perhaps a meticulously constructed persona you built to fit in with the often demanding expectations of the online space? It doesn't always wholeheartedly value stillness and gentle softness or deliberate slowness. This isn't about disregarding your hard-earned professionalism. On the contrary, it's about a radical reimagining of your brand, not as a lofty pedestal from which to impress, but as a sturdy, inviting bridge designed to foster profound connection. What if your next brand photo shoot consciously captured you in a moment of quiet contemplative reflection rather than exclusively showcasing a forceful power pose? What if your social media captions genuinely invited open, expansive dialogue instead of merely declaring your expertise with an air of finality? What if your overall tone subtly whispered, "Come closer and I welcome you," instead of confidently proclaiming, "Look how incredibly capable I am"? So consider this your gentle yet potent nudge for the upcoming week. Audit your visuals. So dedicate a focused 5 minutes to deliberately scroll through your existing brand photos. And as you do so, honestly ask yourself, do these images truly feel like an authentic representation of me? Do they reflect how I genuinely want people to feel in my presence, which is safe and welcome and truly seen? Pay attention to that gut feeling you have. Second, reflect on your tone. Revisit your last few social media posts or recently sent emails. Engage in a critical self-assessment. Was your voice authoritative and simultaneously approachable? Did your communication actively invite curiosity and deeper engagement? Or did it inadvertently shut it down by presenting a definite, unyielding stance? Third, you can ask a trusted peer or client, or coach, can ask me, because sometimes the most illuminating insights come not from our own introspection or analytics, but from the perspectives of those we've already worked with. So reach out to someone and ask them, when you first encountered my brand, how did it genuinely make you feel? Did you feel a sense of invitation, like you could easily step into my world? Or did it seem like a little out of reach, perhaps even intimidating? And be open to their feedback when you ask. So this is a powerful reminder. Unwavering confidence, profound compassion are not mutually exclusive. They can beautifully coexist. Authority and authenticity are not anti-ethical concepts. They're deeply intertwined. And being truly professional certainly doesn't necessitate being distant or aloof. When your visual brand becomes a genuine, unmasked reflection of who you truly are, not merely what you think people desire to see, you don't just appear aligned, you feel deeply aligned. And that profound internal alignment generates a magnetic resonance that your ideal clients can intuitively sense, often long before they ever hear you utter a single word. So instead of relentlessly aiming to impress, aim wholeheartedly to connect, because ultimately it is that authentic connection, that trust, unwavering loyalty, and meaningful, sustainable growth truly begin to blossom. If this episode stirred something within you, igniting a spark of recognition or prompting a new perspective, I would love to hear from you. So send me a message on Instagram at @theamberhansel or connect with me via email. Share with me what part of your brand already feels most authentically aligned with your true self. Perhaps what elements might be ripe for a subtle yet significant shift. Until next time, remember your quiet presence is not a weakness. It is a profound and potent power. Your brand, when authentically expressed, can speak volumes without ever needing to shout.